Welcome back, everybody, to Dragons for Every Dungeon here on Something for Every Nerd. It's time to play some D&D with these people.
Wow.
I was going to say something else, but it's 7 o'clock on a Sunday and I'm tired. So let's get it going.
I just got back from church.
Dungeon Master Janky, please take us through your shenanigans.
Thank you.
He said shenanigans.
Well, let's start here. So, what do you guys remember about what happened last time we all got together?
We found a damaged cart on the road after eating some food that was prepared by one of the most disgusting men I've ever met.
He's a gem. I don't know what you're talking about.
He bathes in the pot he served us food out of.
That was never confirmed or denied.
Yeah, that's not what Reef believes. But no, we found a broken cart that belonged to the two men we were looking for. We got ambushed by goblins. Sona, right?
Mm-hmm.
She snuck ahead to look at that cart. She was the one who got ambushed. She went down twice in that conflict. Her and I killed the goblins with Cooper and Spruce backing us up. We decided to follow the goblins back to their cave through the swamp, and on our way there, Spruce and Cooper fell in a hole and got buried. And then, using some kick-ass druid craft, thank you, Spruce, he grew the plants above his head to form a trail that led to the mouth of the cave, where Sona and I were sneaking around trying to find shit, and we all converged in a secret entrance that had 2 or 3 goblins outside it. We killed the goblins and realized that the 2 men we were seeking are probably in the cave with the other goblins, but we're all tired and I'm out of magic. So we took a short rest. I used Arcane Recovery to get back my spell slots, and I think Sona healed a little, but I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it.
That is a lot of what happened. You may recall that Reef also had a crazy dream that who knows what it could possibly mean.
Oh no, I remember.
There were dragons, there were swamps, there were rooms that there was waves echoing in it. It's all crazy.
There was screaming.
Yes, there was screaming. You may also recall that when they fell into the tunnel, Spruce, I should say. I've been doing that all the time to myself. I don't know why.
I mean, we're basically the same person.
Are we though?
Right? I mean, it's all transient. But Spruce determined when they fell down into the cave that one direction led deeper into the swamp, which is how they met up with the rest of the party again. And one direction, the collapsed portion, seemed to go back toward the high road, which implied that perhaps it was a tunnel that the goblins used to move about the swamps undetected. So that is where we are. You guys are currently outside a cave. As you stated, you recently defeated some goblin guards who were not doing their job well, but they did manage to get a couple swipes in on you. So you took a quick rest, and now you find yourselves at the mouth of this cave. So you may remember that this cave has water flowing out of it, and it's not the sluggish, murky, nasty water of the rest of the Mirror of Dead Men. It is, it looks clean, it looks fresh-ish, maybe like a spring of some kind, and it is actually flowing out of this cave. So as you guys stand at the entrance, you see that there is a narrow walkway off to the inner right side of the cave that kind of lets you go back in, or you could just walk straight into the stream. It's easy. What would you all like to do as you stand at the mouth of this cave, peering into the darkness?
Do we want to keep going? We got to go down. Obviously, right?
It's also worth noting, because I think this got left out in the recap, that you are actually looking for 2 people.
Yeah.
At the request of one Ardius Manx, who is a shopkeep in Waterdeep, whose 2 friends, Sealar Hallwinter and Grundon Rockseeker, went missing along the high road, and you are currently on the trail of them. I see.
So who wants to go down the stairs first?
I guess
I'll
I
go.
can lead the charge.
No, let me.
I think
I
Sona. I
insist.
think Sona should go first. She's better at being quiet than you are.
I
She's
volunteer
taking-
to take the bag.
I second that. I'll be behind Sona. Actually, Spruce be behind Sona. I'll be behind Spruce.
Okay, so what's our marching order here?
Sona, Spruce, Reef, Cooper.
Okay.
We go
Okay.
to
So Sona, you're out in front. What kind of vision do you have? Because this is a very dark cave. It's hard to see down.
I have dark vision.
That's great. How far do you have dark vision?
It should be just natural.
I think it's 30 or
Where
60
would I
feet,
find it?
isn't
Features and
Miles?
trade.
It's dark vision out to 60 feet.
Up to 60 feet, yeah.
Okay. And if I remember correctly, Reef, you were also carrying a light of some kind.
Yeah. No, actually, I wasn't. Oh no, wait, no, I did. I lit it up right at the end. I had a belaying club from my days as a sailor that I infused with light, and I used it to look down into the cave. I'm probably gonna put that out if we're gonna sneak. Well, actually, no, I couldn't because I can't see in the dark.
Yeah, I can't see very well either.
Yeah.
If you guys want to trail behind me,
I mean, we will.
with the light.
We will. We probably will do that.
Okay.
I mean, could I cover the light to make it a bit dimmer? So.
I mean, you can. That kind of defeats the purpose of having a light.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, we should have some kind of call, like if you're in trouble, of like how to let us know you're in trouble, like some kind of bird, maybe. Do you know what a? Can you sound like a meadowlark?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna let my dog out. I'm gonna let my dog out real fast.
Let me see if I can. I got this. Hold on. I can do this.
Oh my god. Okay.
I got this. Just keep going. I'll get it eventually.
Okay. So Sona is currently off to the side of the cave trying to reproduce the sound of a meadowlark at at Spruce's request while leading the party. So that's occupying. Sona, as you proceed down the cave,
Stealthily.
stealthily trying to produce a meadowlark sound while walking down this cave.
No, she's probably much better at it than I am. But
Sona can do it. Cope
Sure.
is struggling.
I'm usually really good at it.
So here's what you can see. About 15 feet down this passage, there's a set of stairs, very rough hewn, leading into what appears to be some sort of side cave off to your right, along the path that you're on. And then ahead of you, off to your left and across the small stream, there appears to be a slope of some kind that looks very gravelly and dirty and steep. It could also potentially lead to somewhere else in the cave.
Something else that wasn't mentioned last time, we also have a prisoner. We have an unconscious goblin with us
Aren't I carrying them too?
Right.
that
Oh my
Sona's
God, I forgot we
carrying
did
because
that.
she's the least wimpy of the group.
And you have
He's tied and gagged on her back like a backpack.
Yeah.
you have about 2 hours left for him to wake up, as I
Okay.
recall. Yeah,
I just remember.
goblin.
I had it written in my notes.
And then also at the end of this cave, you see that the river stream appears to sort of bend off to the right and around the passage that you can't really see from here. So
Okay.
where would you like to lead your party?
Do I see any tracks? First, I would look for goblin tracks, which I'm assuming would probably be all over, but if they are going in one direction, then great. And the second tracks I would look for, or are there drag marks or human footprints?
Okay. So go ahead and roll me a survival check to see if you can spot anything.
I'll,
All right,
I'll
guys.
back him
First
up.
roll of the night.
Kofi, I'll back you up. So go with me.
Do you have dark vision?
Yeah. No. Wait. Sorry.
Does the rabbit race you made have dark vision?
Dark vision too.
If Reef still has his light going, then yeah, you can back him up on this. That's fine.
I never put it out, and he's
Okay,
right.
that's fine.
Cooper is
Then
right
you
behind
can
me.
back him up on this. That's no problem.
Okay, I do not have dark vision.
Okay, then
Well-
I have my little light up. Which how long does that last?
I'm
An
glad
hour.
because it was a 2
Uh-huh.
and a 17.
Okay.
So that's
God.
18 total.
Okay, so here's the thing. This cave is made of stone, which colloquially does not hold footprints well. But you do see that there's some dirt and mud that's been tracked in from out in the mirror. And you do see that it kind of goes every which way. It appears that a lot of the tracks just lead in and out from here. You do see that they continue down the path. There are very few tracks that seem to lead up the stairs. You don't see a lot of dirt mud tracks up that way.
Okay. I guess we'll keep following the path.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you keep following the path, I would like all of you to make stealth checks for me, please.
Uh,
15.
I still add my. If I don't have the skill, I still add the ability score bonus, just not proficiency, right? I'm
Yeah,
always
you'll still add your dexterity.
So that's gonna be an 11.
I also have an 11.
Okay.
26.
Shock the rogue.
What? You're telling me the rogue is sneaky? I'm shook.
The rogue with a +7 to hit is
Plus,
good
yeah.
with dex.
A +9 to stealth?
At level 1.
Yeah.
I'm
Do you get expertise at level 1?
No,
Yeah.
he just. Oh, you do? thought
I think
Okay.
so.
So
Don't I?
go ahead and tell me what you had again. You had Sona was how stealthy?
26.
Okay, that's good. Reef, how'd you do?
11.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cooper?
I get it at level 1.
I had 15.
Okay. All right. And Spruce?
11.
11. Okay. Excellent. Proceed.
I'm not concerned at all.
I mean, I am leading the charge.
I think it's fine.
I am keeping an eye out for anything moving that I can see with my light infused pit.
I'm
Elaine.
also
Roll me-
keeping an eye.
Roll me a perception check, both of you, since you're trying to pay attention.
Oh, okay, that's a lot better. That's going to be 21.
Okay.
25, baby.
25.
Back then.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, excellent.
Nice.
Yeah, so here's what you guys see. You see that as you come around the passage, there is actually a bridge across the top. You suspect that there's like a second level to this cavern. And as you look up, you see a flash of feet as they appear to run off one side of the bridge. Something that sounds like screeching, and then you hear something that sounds kind of like wood being broken. And then
Everybody run! Everybody run!
I would like all of you to make dexterity checks, please.
Checks or saving throws?
Yeah, checks or saves.
These will be saving throws.
I have 2 questions real fast, Janky.
Hmm.
First, do I know how deep the water's still next to us, correct?
Hmm.
Do I know if it's deep enough for me to swim in?
You think that the stream is deep enough for you to swim in? Sure.
because if something is rolling towards us right now, Reef is going to jump in the water.
How exactly are you going to do that? Just out of curiosity.
I mean, if the stream's right next to us, I would just jump in. Isn't it right next to us?
It is right next to you. It's 2 feet deep, so I'm wondering.
I asked if it was deep enough for someone to swim in.
Technically, yes.
I would not say 2 feet. I would not say 2
Man.
feet is deep enough to swim in. I have swum in 2 feet of water. It is not good.
But you did swim.
It was more like crawling in dirt with water on top of me. That's not swimming. Anyway, never mind. Proceed. Oh, right. I've got to make the save. Hold on.
Yes, everyone, please make a dexterity saving.
Oh, God.
10.
10?
Dex save? I don't get. So do I still get dexterity on top of this?
Yeah, always. You always
Okay.
You
That's
don't
an
get
8.
proficiency in it if you don't have proficiency.
That's an 8.
I'll start
Oh,
rolling my
no.
next character now.
Yeah, same.
16.
Okay.
22.
22. Perfect. Okay. So, Sona, you hear this rush, and you're immediately
Oh God, they broke your dam.
as high as possible. And so you just climb, you find whatever footholds you can, and you just latch yourself on. Cooper, Spruce, you see Sona do this, and you're slower to react, but you just like try to follow her up the side of this wall. Reef, you thought it was a great idea to jump into the stream, and that seemed like
I said I wasn't gonna do it if I didn't know if it was deep enough. To be fair, I wasn't gonna do it. I was busy looking to see if it was deep enough. Maybe that's why I failed.
I like the idea though of you just being, it's water, I've got this, and you just dive into the stream, and then this
One.
rush of water comes flying around the side, and you are just like sucked back out by the pressure of it. I need you to make me a strength saving throw, please.
Okay. Jesus, I am rolling like shit tonight. That's gonna be a 7.
Okay, so here's what happens. You whip past the passage, you whip through the passage that you were coming through earlier. You're trying desperately to find some sort of handhold, but you cannot find any purchase on these rocks. It appears that they may have been washed smooth. Perhaps like there used to be higher water tables here, and they are no longer here because someone stopped them up. So you get washed back out and kind of knocked around on the rock, and you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you're washed out of the front of the cave. But then the water quickly dissipates out into the nasty murk of the mirror, and then everything seems calmer.
Paladin could be fun.
I'm just under the water, and I'm just hold on 1 second. Yeah, okay. Just laying there, just ow. Okay. I'm not gonna get out of this, and I stay in the water and I start swimming back in. I have a swim speed of 30, and I don't need air. So water gymnastics can breathe underwater. I don't need to breathe.
If anyone was getting washed away,
Yeah,
you were really
if
the
anything,
best
this actually
candidate.
is fine. I took a little damage. I'm okay. I can literally just swim back in, and I can breathe underwater. So I'm just gonna stay down there because I hope to God they don't see me, and I just don't need that happening again.
Here's my favorite thing. So this water rushes out, and then it dissipates. So you're back to 2 feet of water, and you're
Yeah,
just,
at this point, Reef don't care.
And at this point, he's doing the crawl.
Yeah, he's just crawling back in, hoping that they won't see him under the water, hoping the cave is dark enough they won't see him. I mean, he can breathe. He doesn't need to come up for air, so he's okay.
well, here's the good news, is in being swept out, you are not able to hold on to your light source. So you're no longer drawing the attention of anything in the cave by holding a giant light.
I know that was going to be a problem.
Do I have the light?
You also have a light lit?
No. Would I be able to have picked up his
Hold
light?
on 1 second.
It would have been washed out with him, so he could have grabbed it like from the ensuing flood area. You would not have been quick enough to grab it because both of your hands were hanging on the wall.
Okay.
I honestly would have just dismissed the light spell and swam back in. I don't care. I just got really hurt. I don't give a shit. I don't need that damn pin that damn thing anymore.
Well, now that the light's gone, I'm gonna light a torch.
Okay, so you climb back
Someone
down.
want to stop him?
I can't see.
So, roll me. When you're busy doing that, Sona, I want you to roll me a perception check.
I was actually going to just ask if I could do that.
Sure.
Ooh, it's not that good. It's 10.
Okay. Yeah. So you're focused on getting back down off this wall. Also, the sudden loss of light, even though you have dark vision, kind of like throwing you off.
Yeah.
That whole
It's
flood
like
thing.
a camera
So you're
lens
just kind of
effect.
focused on getting down off the wall. And you see that Spruce is apparently trying to light a torch of some kind. You want to do anything about that, or?
I mean, I both do and don't.
Okay.
What I was imagining is I see this happening, and instead of stopping him, I would ready my bow and look for where arrows come in the dark.
Sure. No, that makes sense.
God.
Good thing. So you successfully light this torch, Bruce. And as you get it lit, that's when you hear
Chaotic good.
the second noise of crashing wood. And I need you all to make dexterity saving.
Me too, as I'm swimming in.
Because you're in the stream.
Hey, that's a lot better.
21.
22.
Sona,
23.
9.
Yeah!
Okay. So here's the scene.
This is going great.
Reef, you feel the movement in the water. So you know what's coming this time. You just like back down. Cooper, you never even came down off the wall.
Yeah, nope. I'm like, nope, I'm not moving.
And
Not
Sona,
moving,
you have
not
reflexes of a rogue. Like you land, you feel it in the ground, you jump back up on that wall. Spruce, you're having this moment. You're with your flank. You're going for it. You're going for it. You're going for it. The spark finally goes, and you're just like, "Hey, the torch is." And then you just like take it out into the water. And I need you to make me a strength saving throw, please.
Can I try to catch him as he flies by?
Oh, this
You
is
know
gonna
what?
go so bad.
Yeah, do me a favor. You can make a strength saving throw too.
Okay, 1 second. Should I do it at... Hold on. I'm going to hate myself for asking this, because I already have a -1. But should I do it at disadvantage since I'm trying to hold on and not get swept away myself? Or...
No, you're fine because like
Okay.
it's the initial wave that knocks you off your feet. Now that it's like coming over you, it's not as bad.
Doesn't
So-
matter. I rolled a 2 and I have a -1.
So you rolled a 1.
I got
Total?
a 1. I got a 1.
I can
Okay.
beat that. I got a 0.
No!
I rolled a 3.
You have -3.
You have -3? Oh, right,
Spruce
yeah.
is- guys,
I
you don't
forgot
understand.
Spruce sucks.
Bruce sucks. He's not strong. He's not smart. He's bad with people. Bruce sucks. He's only kind of wise and a little hearty.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
I
love it.
Shush, I'm allowed to
So
laugh.
not only do you get knocked off your feet by this wave, you're just like you're just like, I have to hold on to the torch. That's your instinct, and that's exactly what you do.
Oh, yeah.
You don't think about trying to like save yourself at all.
Nope.
You're just like, we need this torch, guys, and you just get like thrown out onto the rocks outside the cave mouth.
How
And,
much damage? How much
You
damage?
take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
You're unconscious, aren't you?
No,
Oh, thank God.
I got more hit points than that. I'm a little hardier than that.
How much do you have left, out of curiosity?
I'm fine.
He has
Yeah.
1.
Good.
He probably has like 1.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, so what I need is
like how the
another
tank-
perception check, please.
I like how the
What was
tank
that?
just got swept out the cave.
I'm not the tank yet.
God.
What was that?
What'd you say,
Travis?
Janky? What'd you say about perception? For who?
From you, make one.
Oh, okay.
Everyone but Sona's gonna die this episode.
In nice
That
contrast
is-
to the last episode.
21.
21. Okay. So you're back up on the wall. This time you're looking up because now you're nervous. Because they knew that you didn't get swept away with the first one, so they sent a second one. And you see that there is a small goblin peeking around the corner of the bridge, and he's looking down at you. What would you like to do?
Can I try and climb up the wall to him?
Just
Oh,
shoot him! You've got a bow!
Yeah, but I'd have to get back down. I mean, I could do that too. Yeah, screw it. I'll do that. I'm just gonna shoot him.
So, so you're up on the wall. How are you going to? Are you just
See,
gonna
that's why I was saying.
Oh, okay, fine, okay.
I will climb up the wall if I can.
Okay,
Attempt.
yeah, no, you got this. So you climb, you climb up this wall, and the goblin's right at the foot of you. I will let you take an action before he does so. What would you like to do?
I would like to attempt to intimidate him. Well, goblins can speak common, right? Or can
They
can we
understand
speak-
it, yeah.
They understand it, but they can't really speak it.
You know that one swore at you just like 2 hours ago in common. So
Okay, cool. I'm going to attempt to intimidate it by drawing my rapier out
okay,
and just kind of slowly approaching it, looking down on it. If you don't want to die where you stand, you'll tell me where the other 2 humans are.
okay, that's fine. What's your intimidation check?
15.
Okay. Yeah. So you're approaching him with drawing your sword, and he just cowers into the corner, and he says, "We only have one human. There, he's over there. He's over there." And he just points across the bridge to the other side.
I'm going to take like a small step back so he can't jump off away from me, and I'm going to do a quick look while still having the sword drawn on him.
Okay.
What do I see across the way?
Okay.
And I'll start climbing up the wall as well.
So, looking across the way, you just see another passage that just kind of like bends around. You can't really see where it goes, but you think that it might connect to that steeper passage that you saw downstairs earlier. And as soon as you turn your head, he looks at you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I took a step away.
So he will draw out a weapon, and he will try to hit you.
Okay.
And he will hit for a 18.
That hits.
How close am I, by the way, at this point?
So you're back where they are. You're just underneath the bridge. You're on the level below.
I probably would come up out of the water to find out where they are and see Cooper climbing the wall and Sona up on the bridge. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You would definitely. Well, actually, there's no light source, so.
Oh right, I can't see
You
shit.
hear something going on, but.
Oh crap! What other bullshit can I light up to see things?
You could light up my doused torch.
It's not there anymore. It got swept away.
I assume I can catch up to you in some time.
Sona, you take 4 damage, and I want everyone to roll initiative.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh!
Okay, that's better. All right.
$16.
No, Buffy, leave those alone.
Okay.
18.
18. That is
Oh, you got little trackers for us.
22.
22. Okay. That is Sona. Reef, what you got?
Invisibility.
Apparently.
Sorry about that, guys. My dog. I had a bag of screws sitting nearby, and my dog grabbed it and tried to use it as a chew toy.
Sure.
Sorry. Anyway, what initiative was 18?
18. Okay.
Oh,
Someone
those
else.
are cool.
I had 16.
Spruce, did you have an 18?
Yeah.
What's your dexterity?
+1.
+3.
+3? Okay. And Reef will act first.
Oh, those are really cool, Janky.
Thank you. It's easier for me, so I can just go down the line and not write a whole bunch of crap for nobody. Okay, so Sona, it is now your turn. You just had a goblin stab you in the back with a dagger, quite literally. Like you turn
the
your
back?
head and he leapt at you.
Did
And you're
he
on
stab
the-
me? Did he stab me in the back though?
He didn't turn around. She just looked over her shoulder.
No.
You know
what
what?
I'm saying is, if he stabbed me in the back, he stabbed his friend.
Oh yeah. She's wearing the goblin as a backpack.
You're right.
But
Silly
it's okay.
for all these semantics. He stabbed you in the arm.
Okay, that's cool. Cool. I'm gonna turn around, eyes ablaze with fury, and I'm going to stab him
Okay. Go ahead and roll for it.
with advantage. Cause assassin.
Because ass-assum.
You wouldn't have that yet.
I don't have that yet. You're right.
Yeah, you're level 1, dude.
That is 17 to hit.
That hits.
Shock.
It's going to be 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Yeah, so how would you like to do this in the most dramatic fashion? And keep in mind, you're the only one who can do this because no one else in your party has dark vision. So
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, since it's not a slashing weapon, it's a piercing weapon. I can only stab him. I can't chop off his head or anything, so
you can
That sucks.
screw it in.
I was probably going to try and do that. Like, turn around, say you made a grave mistake, and just stab him right in the chest, probably into the heart.
Okay. So
Give
you
you the
stab this goblin in the heart. And then once you stab him in the heart, he lets out a yell, and then you hear shouts from other goblins coming from deeper in the cave.
Right.
So this one dies, and then subsequently falls over the side of the bridge. Whoops, I just hit a chair. And then you hear the sound of other goblins. So what is it that you would like to do?
Is it, like, enough of a cave where they're kind of, like, echoing everywhere? I can't really pinpoint where they're coming from.
I mean, so you hear it coming from around the corner where the stream is, and also the direction that this goblin clearly came from. You hear the
Okay.
sound of other goblins. and you think that they're probably approaching you.
I would like to take off the goblin as the backpack, set him down, facing the corridor, and I would like to go prone and draw my bow, waiting for someone behind the goblin. It'd be a lot easier if it was a crossbow, but I don't have a crossbow.
Okay.
If
Okay,
you will
so-
allow me to do that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So sit down, and what exactly is your intention with the goblins that are coming? Like, are you expecting them to? What are you going for here?
I'm using the goblin that I was using as a backpack as a meat shield for any incoming arrows.
Okay.
And that's why I wanted to go prone, because it's a goblin. If I sat behind it, it wouldn't work much.
Okay, so what you're telling me is that you are attempting to. You're not trying to like trick them into thinking that this is the goblin guarding the bridge. You are trying to just use
I'm
it.
literally like setting him up so it looks like a goblin was tied up, and I'm attempting to hide behind it so I get a sneak attack on them when they get here.
Okay.
This is going so well.
No, this is going great. Yeah, go ahead and do that, and we'll see if they actually buy it whenever.
That's fair. Well, that's fair. It's just something that I'm imagining in my head, so, we'll
No,
see how
I
it
like
goes.
I enjoy the visual. I'm just not sure if the goblins are quite dumb enough to fall for it. The goblin tied up on the bridge is probably just a goblin and not something else. But Reef, you are below the bridge. You also hear the sounds of approaching goblins. What is it that you would like to do?
You said they were coming up from by the bridge where Sona is, and then further down the cave, like the stream is still going down the cave. They're coming up towards me.
Yes. Yeah. So it's hard to pinpoint because the cave is echoey, but you definitely think that that's the direction that the sound is coming from.
Okay, Sona's probably the best fighter on this team right now, so she can probably handle everything up there, and Cooper's hopefully going up there with her. So I can't hide right now, so Reef is going to pull out the one dagger that he has, infuse light on the blade.
And okay.
It's like, okay, I can see again. Cooper's climbing. I know Sona's up there now. And the goblins are coming at me. So I'm just gonna sit there, dagger in hand, like just the blade shining out in front of me, and wait to cast Firebolt on the first goblin I find.
Okay. All right.
I can't hide, otherwise everyone else dies. So
No, you're fine. You're good.
I'm holding my action to cast Firebolt when a goblin comes around.
Well, you use light for your action.
Oh, right. Sorry. Never mind.
Okay, so Spruce, you have trudged back into the cave at this point. You're at about the same place as your companions. And now there's light, so you can see what's going on. You see that Sona, for some reason, is laying behind a goblin up above you. And that's pretty much the situation. Oh, and your friend Reef has a glowing knife. Well, companion Reef. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not going to assume that you all are friends.
We're all my friends. How high up is it? Like, how high is the bridge?
So the bridge is about 20 feet above you.
Okay.
So it was kind of easy for Sona to get there because she was already up on the wall because of the flood. So she kind of scaled the rest of the way.
That's kind of impossible for me without some assistance.
Yeah.
I will.
You can stay down here and help me, please.
There's nothing I can do down here, and there's nothing I can do up there. So I guess I'll stay down here, because...
Would you like to make any kind of action? Would you like to dodge or like prepare to dodge maybe, or like hold an action?
Yeah, I guess I'll use the dodge action, because I got nothing else.
So you got that wiry dexterity going on, just like, ooh, float like a butterfly, float like a butterfly. I like it.
Yeah, I don't really know the sting like a bee part.
I'm trying to think of the D&D equivalent of it.
These never bothered you in the City of the Dead. You only ever had to deal with butterflies. It's a very nice park, honestly. It's probably the best one in Waterdeep. Cooper,
Yo.
what would you like to do on your turn? So you see that Spruce is getting into some sort of like weird butterfly-esque stand. He's flapping his arms kind of like at a chicken dance, and you don't know what to make of that.
Yeah.
Reef is holding a dagger of light of some kind, and you see now by the light of that dagger, Sona is like laying down on the bridge.
So I'm going to climb on the wall to get close to where the bridge is. I'm going to try to find the best hand and footholds possible.
Okay.
Hang on with one hand, draw my sword with the other, and just wait for goblins to cross the bridge, and I'll just shank them as I go by.
Well, someone's got to be extra tonight. Jesus.
Yeah.
That was brilliant. One thing, how much movement do you have, and do you have a climb speed of any kind?
My walking speed is 30. I have... I do not have a climbing speed.
Okay. So you can get 15 feet up this wall.
Okay.
No problem. But you're still about 5 feet away from the bridge, so you don't think you'd be able to reach any goblins on the bridge just yet, but maybe the next turn you'd be able to get up there.
Yeah, next turn.
Okay. So everyone's kind of in their weird prep stances.
What did Spruce do, just so I'm aware?
He took the dodge action, so he's prepared to move like a butterfly, which for him is flapping his arms and doing whatever this weird fiddler on the roof
with what his stats are, it's probably more like a half-dead butterfly.
Half-dead butterfly.
Hey, my dexterity's above average.
He's doing his best.
He's like shimmying, actually. He's not actually.
Keep living your best life, Spruce.
Jazz hands.
Maybe not for long.
Jazz hands.
Yeah.
So while you all get into this incredibly strange battle stance, one goblin walks out of the passage above. So there's one goblin who is coming out toward the bridge, and he sees a goblin tied up, just sitting there.
And doesn't question.
You know what? It's not great. He doesn't understand why his friend is tied up. But as far as he can tell, y'all have been washed away. So he just walks out onto the bridge, and he begins to try to untie the goblin in front of him.
Oh my God.
To attempt to shoot
wake him up. And he's actually succeeding. So he's like slapping the guy's face, and you see the eyes are like fluttering a little. And somehow is just completely missing the fact that there is a elf just like prone behind this dude. So yeah, that's what's going on with him.
Can I shoot him?
As that happens, another goblin comes around the base passage. So it just kind of like comes around the curve, and it's on the lookout for things. And it sees...
I mean, I'm not hiding, so...
Yeah, it sees everything that's happening because there's a light spell going on. And it sees Sona crouching up on the bridge because it's very obvious from the angle it's at. It sees these 3 people down here doing whatever the hell this is and this is. But he thinks that the most dangerous thing is probably the elf on the bridge. So he's going to fire a bow and arrow at that elf. And that is going to be a 12 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Nope.
So the arrow sails over, and the other goblin definitely now, because an arrow just went flying past. That was clearly aimed at someone. So Sona, it is now your turn. There is a goblin half awake in front of you, and a goblin very clearly awake in front of you, who now sees you and is prepared to fight.
Cool. I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
Pew!
Now it is 5 feet away from you, so if you shoot it, it's disadvantage.
It's true.
You can still do it.
Just
It's-
take the
I know.
arrow out. Just take
get
the arrow
two
out of the
20s.
bow and stab.
That would be an improvised weapon, though, and I don't want to do that. That would be a lot less damage than I could do.
A crossbow bolt's kind of like a dagger.
Kind of like a dagger. Well, I mean, it's a D4. Sure. I'll drop the bow, but take the arrow and try and stab the one that's trying to wake up, the tied up guy.
Okay. Go ahead and make your roll.
That is 19 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
And you said it's a dagger, so it's a D4.
Yes.
Did you add your dex to the damage?
7 points of damage.
Okay, that is exactly it. So, like nothing, you turn this whole thing around. How exactly do you want to drive the arrow into the goblin, if you have a preference? Or do you just like...
Probably into one of its eye sockets.
Perfect. Yeah, so you just drive an arrow home right into the eye socket, and it lets out a nasty yell. And then there's just one goblin left. So, Reef, what would you like to do? You see a goblin in the passage here below you.
1 second. I need to conserve spell slots, so dagger in hand, I'm just gonna wave my hand in a circle and flick out a fireball and cast firebolt and try to hit the goblin.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your spell.
I'm gonna fuck this up. Watch me get a... Oh, crap, I dropped it. Watch me get a 1. Okay, then spell attack bonus. So I do add my spell attack bonus. I've only played a wizard once.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be an 18.
It's a what?
18.
18? Okay, that's good enough. So you catch
18
it
off that firebolt. Takes 1d10 fire. 9.
9. Perfect. Okay, so yeah. This is almost nothing for you guys. You just like unfurl this firebolt. It almost seems too easy. You just singe this goblin right in its face, and it just falls over backwards. The problem, as you guys see it, is now you think that anything else in this cave probably knows that you're here now.
Yeah.
We're ready for you.
Yeah.
So what would you guys like to do? So you have Sona up on the bridge. Cooper, your option, but I assume you would like to keep climbing and get up onto the bridge
Yeah,
too.
I'll climb up and get on.
Okay. So 2 of you are on this upper bridge. Like I said, it goes off in 2 directions. One that you think leads to somewhere close to where the bottom passage leads to, and then one that kind of goes off across into this curved passage, and you're not sure where that goes.
Shit. I really don't know what to do here.
Well, you and Spruce are both still on the ground.
Is there a ladder nearby to get up on the bridge or something?
No, they just climb the wall.
Can I drop a rope?
If you have one, are you just holding on to it?
Well, I could use a python and just make some knots.
Okay. What are you driving the python into?
I believe I also have a hammer.
Well, not in with. I believe that you can do that, but what are you driving into? Are you driving into the bridge?
What
or
are you-
driving into the
Oh,
wall?
into the wall.
Okay,
I'm
all
not-
right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just drive this into the wall. The others can very easily make it up this if they choose. I'm not going to make you roll athletic checks for this. It'll be hilarious, but I'm not going to.
Thank you.
So you make it up to the top. So where would you guys like to go from here?
So you said that there's a curved passage that ends.
Anybody know where to go?
That goes further down.
So off to your right is the passage that you think leads to where the water was coming from, and off to your left is this curved passage that leads to parts unknown.
Okay.
The one I killed said there's a human down the curved passage.
Yes,
Oh, we
that
should
is
probably-
what you
We gotta go
We
that
should
way.
probably
then.
go that way then.
Let's get him and get out of here. I don't want any more trouble.
Do we still have our unconscious boy?
He's like semi-conscious now. He's not awake. He's not going to cause you trouble, but you think that it's probably only going to take him like an hour to wake up now instead of 2.
Okay.
So you got time.
I'm
But
gonna
you can load him back up if you feel like it.
I'm gonna reinforce the ropes that the other one was trying to
Untie.
untie. I am going to attempt to salvage my arrow.
Okay.
Am I able to?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. I salvage my arrow and I toss the goblin back on my back.
I mean, it's got some goblin eye on it, but as long as you're fine with that, man, it's good.
That's poison damage. If the goblin had any diseases.
I guess Sona's still gonna
Long-lasting poison.
Sona's probably still gonna lead the way with probably the same marching order with me in the middle, between Spruce and Cooper. So I have a light for them to see by.
Yeah.
Sona doesn't need it, so she'll probably be ahead of us.
So it goes Sona and then who and who?
Sona, Spruce, Reef, Cooper.
Okay.
Same as before.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just going to leave those up there because that's exactly what your marching order is.
Those are- I'm just looking at our names written on there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So you march around this passage, and you begin to hear the rustling sounds coming from further down the passage. Are you proceeding with caution?
Should we bother to stealth at this point?
I would like to attempt to stealth because they don't know where we are. They just know we're here.
That's
fair.
true. They know that
You could always scout ahead and let us know what's going on, too.
I could certainly try.
Okay. If you want to make a stealth check, you can go ahead and roll it. And try to
Sure.
see
Should we all make stealth checks?
If anything goes wrong, just do the meadowlark call.
I will. Coo,
And
coo.
I'll respond, and you'll know what it is.
Okay.
Meadowlark, a very common bird in the Mirror of Death.
That's 26.
In Goblin Caves.
26? Okay, yeah, I mean, you can go up ahead and you'll be fine.
Cool. I go up ahead. Well, I leave the goblin with them, so I don't have any added on weight.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I proceed ahead to scout ahead.
So you go up ahead. You see an open space. It looks like there are 2 levels to it. There's a lower level, and then there's an upper level that's very rough, with some roughly hewn stairs leading up to it. And you see 6 goblins. They are standing around a campfire. They are all facing the entrance. Although you rolled high enough that you were to the shadows. You are too hard to see in the darkness of the cave.
So they're looking in my direction, though.
Yes, they are looking to the opening,
Okay.
but they cannot see you because you know very well how to hide in shadow. but you can tell that they are definitely prepared for someone to come down the passage. They're just not doing anything about it right now.
Okay. I'm going to slink back to my party.
Oh, okay.
There's about 6 of them, and they're all focused on the entrance. They are ready for anyone who seems to come by.
Do any of them have bows?
Did I see any of them having bows?
I have
3 of them had bows.
I have an idea, but it depends on what other magic other people have.
I have Thunderclap.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That or like does what spells do Cooper and Spruce have prepared?
I have Charm Person, Comprehend Language, Cure Wounds, Detect Magic.
I can only cast one more of these, but I have Cure Wounds, Healing Word, Talk to Animals, and I don't have my character sheet open at this exact moment, so I don't remember the last one.
I
So we
have an
got
ability.
1 second. Thunderwave.
that's actually what I was looking for. If we can, Bruce, if you and Sona, just Sona there to watch your back, could sneak up there. This is all being whispered, just so people can't hear us. By the way,
Yeah.
if she can get you close enough, you can cast that, blast them away from the entrance, and then we can come in and deal with the rest of them. The only problem with that is the sound it'll make will tell everybody where we are. So we can either deal with all 6. We can attempt to deal with all 6 goblins in one shot, get a surprise, or we can come up with a better plan.
Cooper, do you still have all of your spells for the day?
I can only do one more, but
We should save one of them for healing, just in case.
yeah. I mean, I could just waltz right in, Thunderclap, and hit a bunch of them really quickly.
Is Thunderclap or Thunderwave?
Clap.
What's the difference?
It's a cantrip. It's single target, isn't it?
No, it's
I don't know.
burst of thunder sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. Each creature within range, other than you, must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 thunder.
And the range is...
100 feet away.
No, it's not. It can be heard 100 feet away.
Oh, the range is 5 feet.
Okay.
From you.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be. He'd have to be right up in there.
Thunder-
Thunderwave, you wouldn't have to be as close.
It does more damage and it knocks him back. But it costs a spell slot, so...
So
I'm down if we think we can do it.
I
mean-
could at least try to distract them with, like,
well.
prestidigitation.
Oh well, I have another idea. Who here has bows?
No.
You don't, just Sona? Shit.
Like I said, I could try distracting them so that Spruce can get in.
They probably won't react very well to anyone walking into their house.
Hold on a second. Oh wait, no, that wouldn't work. Never mind.
Are you
Sona
guys
can
doing this?
help me. I'm a little sneaky. Sneakier than I get credit for.
Just to be clear, are you guys whispering this conversation?
Yeah.
Yes,
This
yes,
whole conversation is...
Yeah, I said that a minute ago.
Okay.
So our potential options are anyone with range, meaning me and Sona, stand far enough back and just take shots at the door to try to either draw them in or kill them, or Sona and Spruce sneak up together and we thunderwave them and try to kill all 6 at once.
Well, if it helps at all, I'm also very stealthy.
With the drawback for that being that if we do that thunder wave, we are going to tell every goblin in this cave.
Well, okay, how stealthy are all of us?
I don't have stealth, but I have a +3 to dex. I don't. You don't need to ask the rogue how stealthy she is.
Yeah, Joe, what's your stealth?
+3.
+3? Okay, I've got a +5. We can all attempt stealthing in.
But that's just more opportunities for us to fail. If 1 or 2 of us go in, that's our best bet.
Well, yeah, we can try to filter in.
My only worry is the thunderwave being heard by everyone.
Yeah, so that's why if we took shots far enough back that they couldn't see us, but we could still hit them. Well,
because Firebolt's got a range of 120.
But it's dark. It's dark in here, and we can't see them. But they have dark vision, and they can see.
I thought they said the cave that cave mouth that he came out of was lit. Shouldn't I be able to see them in the doorway?
Yeah, because I was hidden in shadow.
There's a campfire. Campfire.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can see into the room where they.
Okay.
My mistake.
So I can put out the dagger. Sona lead me up there, and she can take shots with her bow while I blast firebolt.
Or
they'll still make noise, but at least it's not going to be loud thunder wave that every goblin here comes rushing and we have to deal with.
Or Sonus and I being the most stealthy, we could get in there and just...
2 people killing 6 goblins before they can all react? I don't know.
Well, we can... if we can kill 2 of them, then we just have 4. In which case we
could sneak up as a group with you 2 going into the room. We still do take shots while we're hidden. I mean... You guys get close enough for melee, and then we just deal damage from the distance.
Well, that's why I said if we could all try stealthing in, we'd just filter in.
That actually might end up being better.
Alright, so, Sonus, you and I will go in first.
What'd you call me?
Sona.
Sona.
There's no S at the end.
Sona, you and I will go in first. We'll try to get in as close as we can and just try to kill as many as we can. Alright?
I'm okay with that.
Alright. We'll see you guys on the other side then.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, walk down the passage.
Okay, thanks
I don't
for
fucking
that.
trust that at all. Alright.
I would like to stealth back to near the entrance.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check at disadvantage.
At disadvantage?
Yes, because 2 of them rolled nat 20s on their perception checks and heard your whispers coming out of the cave.
Shit.
I'll stealth with him, so I'll also do a disadvantage. Oh, it's not bad.
I mean, we all agreed to go up so that I could at least be within 120 feet to deal damage. So, should I stealth too?
Go. Well, Sona, if you're who's going right now?
Cooper and Sona are stealthing to go inside. Spruce and I are staying far enough back so that I can shoot in. I don't know if Spruce wants to go with them.
Here's what I want. I want Sona.
I need to go with them. I can't do anything at a distance.
Okay, then Spruce needs to go with those 2. I'd stay back.
The 2 that are going in first, I need you to roll stealth checks at disadvantage.
Okay.
I did. I got a 15.
22.
15.
Disadvantage, 22.
It rolled a 13 and a 16, so it could have been more. But yeah, 22.
Okay. Sona, you are midnight. It's great.
She's stealthing to another campaign.
Cooper, tell me exactly how you are stealthing into the cave.
Alright. So I am just gonna kind of like walk as low as possible, trying to keep into the shadows, hugging the outside wall.
Okay. So you keep to the shadows, and as you move along the outside wall, the 2 goblins who are standing at either side of the cave entrance because they heard whispering are going to notice you. So roll initiative.